Everyone, and welcome to day 4 of 31 Days of Tarot. And today's prompt was the top 5 tarot books of 2018. And I only have 4, and I think I'm a little bit of cheating in this video because I don't think you were supposed to put guidebooks of tarot decks in here. I don't know if that's the case, but I did so because otherwise I just would have 2 general tarot books that I bought and read in 2018. Um, and I just love those 2 guidebooks so much, and I think they're so helpful and unique in their way of approaching the tarot that I thought I would incorporate them in here as well. But first, let's start with the 2 general tarot books that I bought and read in 2018. And these 2 are e-books. And the first one was Learning the Tarot by Joan Bunning, a tarot book for beginners. And this is a really nice book because she keeps it simple. It's not simple in the way that it's too simple or that it's just the basic 3 keywords for each card, which you can research on your own in the internet. It really has a nice description and meaning section for each card. But it's not too complicated written. It's really easy to read and to dive into the text and to understand what she meant. And to understand the cards which she's talking about. So it's not very deep in each card or in the symbology of the cards, but it really is a good starting point to get to know each card of the Rider-Waite-Smith system. So I love to read this book because it really gives you the base that you need. And after that, when I had the base that I needed, besides the things that I researched on my own without a book, I got the Holistic Tarot by Benebell. And I don't think I have to say a lot about this book because I think most of you who are watching this video right now know this book, or at least have heard of this book, and know Benebell. And this is the Tarot Bible. This really gives a lot of information about tarot, about the tarot system, about each of the tarot cards. So if you want to learn about the Rider-Waite-Smith system, this has everything and even more that you need and want to know about the cards. This gives a very deep and very huge information, a lot of information and very deep information about each card, about the connections between the cards, how they're interacting with each other, especially in the major arcana, but also in the minors. It also talks about the differences between cards when 2 are at first glance very similar. It really talks about where the differences are and how you could see those cards differently. It talks about the numbers, it gives you keywords, it gives you the reversed meaning, it talks about the symbology that is used in the images of the cards. It really gives you a lot and even more. So, whereas this is a good starting point and helps you to build a solid foundation and a solid understanding of the Rider-Waite-Smith system. When you have this foundation and you even want to dive deeper into the cards and really want to know more details, then Holistic Tarot is the book you should purchase. So these are the two general tarot books that I read in 2018, and that I at sometimes I go back to them as well. I know the meanings and how I read the cards, but sometimes it is interesting to just look, go back and look about a card and refresh your memory. So, and then I have two guidebooks here. And the first one is the Bad Bitches Tarot Guidebook by Ethony. Yes, I bought the Bad Bitches Tarot and the Awakened Soul Oracle. With the Awakened Soul Oracle, I worked with a lot in this year, even if I had it for just a month, I suppose. So I incorporated the Oracle in yesterday's top 5 video. The Bad Bitches Tarot I didn't incorporate in the Tarot top 5 video because I just had it for 1 month and I didn't had a lot of time to really work and with it and dive deeply into it. But I already read the guidebook and looked at the cards and worked a little bit with them, and I love this deck and I love the guidebook because I love the way Ethony writes. Her word choices and her writing style is just amazing, and I love how she divided the meaning for each of the cards into sections. So you have the general meaning, and then you also have meanings for love and relationships, for business, for finances, and the reversed or blocked meaning. And in that way, you can really look quickly because it's all sectioned here, you can really look and find the meaning quickly for the reading that you do, which is really helpful. I mean, I have my meanings for each situation, for each card, but it's really nice to have it not only the general meaning, but also for each of the other sections in your life, and just the sections which really got asked a lot, like love or job and finances. And not really a whole lot of guidebooks or tarot books do this way. So it's really interesting to read. Yeah, the cards, the meaning of the cards in every section of life that you could, or the most important and most often asked topics. So I love that about this book. And the last book is the guidebook for the Nomad Tarot, the Nomad Guide to the Tarot, the second edition by Jennifer Dranttel and Sarah Holotnik. Sorry if I butchered those names. And what I really love about this book is this. So we have the title and the number of the cards. We really have a big image here of the cards and the upright and reversed or light and shadow meaning. But I really love, and we have the symbols with the meaning why they're there in the cards, and the astrological association as well, and even some journal prompts down here. But what I really love and what really gives another look of the cards and enables you to look at the cards from a different standpoint and a different perspective are these poems that are given on the first page for each of the cards. I think there are there for the minors as well, I can't remember. But for each of the major, you have this. Elements. No, for the minors you haven't them. But for each of the majors, you have those poems, and they're really interesting to, and another element actually to dive into the card meaning. So you don't have, they work like a second image. You don't just have the image and the symbology used in there and the feeling and the messages you get from the image, but you also have this poem and the messages and the interpretation that comes through from those poems as well. So it adds a whole other level, and they're really fitting to the cards and really open up your intuition and your knowledge and perspective and the way you look at those cards. So I love this book because of that. And I really go back to this book just to read those poems because I love those, not only for when I use this deck. They're perfectly for that because they dive into the card images and how the card is depicted in this deck, but also when I read with other decks, they really give another layer to the cards. So these were my top 4 tarot books of 2018. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. That would make me happy to see that you enjoyed it. You also, I love to read comments of you guys, so feel free to comment what your top 5 tarot books were or what you think about any of the books that I mentioned in this video. Also, watch, keep a look at my Instagram profile, which is linked down below if you want to see a little bit more shiny things, crystals, and or general readings. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my videos and if you don't want to miss another of them. And I hope to see you in another video. Bye!